Let me get all set up here. But while I'm doing that, I'm really sorry, guys. I am late today. I made a big goof. I made a mistake. So I got home last night. I'm like, oh, look at the time. I'm like, oh, okay, I got some time. So I popped in a movie. I'm like, I still got some time. I pop in another movie, and I'm like, oh shit, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So I went to bed, and I woke up just now. So I've only been awake for 23 minutes. So I apologize for being late. Hey Dom, how's it going, bud? So it's just more so a mistake on my part as I just kind of goofed and watched a movie when I probably should have been going to bed. That looks pretty cool. And good, my audio's coming in. Alright. Hey Dara, how's it going? Thanks for the share, bud. I'm doing good, I'm just a little tired. I stayed up way too late last night watching a movie, but they were both really good movies. But I'll be honest with you, probably should not have been staying up. Alright. All side and see. Oh shit. Forgot my Discord link. Almost done, guys. But I feel like we're probably gonna end up beating this game after this in this session. Alright, hang on. So it just felt like in the last episode that we were actually coming down to the wire on the game. I mean, we found out their cousins, doing some nasty, or I shouldn't say nasty, but evil, mean stuff. All for the sake of power and immortality. Alright, now I'll get back to my chat. Okay, all done. Alright. So, we still need to find Constantine's hideout. Convince the coin guard to help us. Somehow I got a feeling the coin guard not going to be too eager to help us. I mean, they did stage a coup, and their reputation is in shatters because of it.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Oh, it's you, Onomenawi. Come and see. I'll receive beautiful things from our room.
Ah, Your Excellency, I'm glad to see you. It seems there has been an unexpected development. The manager of the tavern came to find me. He complained of supply problems on the island, and a customs sergeant who is seizing his shipments from the continent. Clearly, neither we nor the palace gave any such orders.
You suspect that these seizures are being used to supply the contraband?
It's the only logical answer.
And you wonder if Egon is involved? Very well. I will find out. No, thank you.
Okay, maybe I have to go upstairs. Because he's just the lackey.
Hello, Commander.
Lord Desada, how can I be of service to you?
I have come to ask for your help.
I'm at your service, Your Excellency. What is it you want from me?
We need reinforcements to protect the sanctuary of the islanders, north of the island.
Very well. I will send some troops there. But may I ask who or what they will be fighting?
Creatures, in great numbers. And probably my cousin.
I beg your pardon?
As your men must have told you, he has changed a lot recently. Ever since he was
you on
cheered of the
Twitter.
Malachor
Thanks,
and
bud. I
bonded to the
appreciate
island,
it.
He has become obsessed with power. He is now targeting the heart of the island. If he succeeds, we're all doomed.
I have indeed heard reports of the governor's peculiar behavior. Since he is our employer, I asked my men to turn a blind eye. But thanks to your help, we avoided dishonor. I won't forget it. If you're telling me that we are in danger and that we need to go to this sanctuary, we'll go.
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
I have to go. Goodbye.
I also have a lot to do. Until next time, Your Excellency.
Oh, just thought of this. So, next weekend, guys, is the 4th of July. I've thought about doing probably a 10-hour stream on the 4th. But here's the thing. I've been really wondering what game we should play on the 4th. Because the one game that makes sense is Assassin's Creed 3, but like I said, I want to do don't want to play too much Assassin's Creed because I don't want because I'm planning on doing a whole series on that one, like starting from the first game and then moving on to the rest of them, except for a few, like Rogue and Unity, because I just didn't want to play Rogue, and Unity I didn't like. I absolutely despise that game. So there's a why do they have to make these rooms so darn complicated? Let me out! Oh, whatever, I'll find my way out eventually. So on the 4th, I thought about, well, the games I have in mind are a game called Monkey King, and I'll look it up, look this up, see what suits the 4th of July. Oh, appreciate it, bud. But I thought about, I played this once before on Twitch, back in my Twitch days. It's called Wolfenstein New Order, where basically you play as, well, the Wolfenstein is not a new game, it's like Doom, it was remastered. Where you play as Blazkowicz, whose sole purpose is to kill Nazis. So those are the two I've come up with so far. Is Monkey King and Wolfenstein, and this will be like a 12 to 11 hour stream. So let me know what you guys think. But like I said, as 4th of July falls on a Saturday, we'll probably not do multiplayer weekend on that Saturday. We'll be doing that on the 10-hour 4th of July stream on that Saturday. I'd imagine my reputation with the merchants, congregation of merchants, would be suspicious right now.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe this honor?
I have come to solicit your help and to propose we forge an alliance.
An alliance? Against whom?
You remember, no doubt, the attacks that fell upon Hikmet, but also San Mateus, and against the natives.
Of course. You told me that different Guardians sent the beasts.
Precisely. And the Guardians were manipulated by someone. I discovered who it was. This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but to tell you. It is Constantine.
Surely you jest. What is the meaning of this? Do you know how many men have died during these attacks?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousin's sickness shook him to the core. Then, there was a ritual and his capture. And Constantine has fallen into madness. He has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island, to gain power and manipulate its creatures. He is fighting a war against everyone, and it now appears he wants to take control of Teerfredi. He is preparing to attack the Volcano Sanctuary, and I need help to stop him. It is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you. Constantine betrayed us as well.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this superstitious nonsense. These absurd theories. I believed you sincere, Desade. Which does not mean that I believe you now. But no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin who has already attacked us?
Precisely. I have already gathered support, but I need as many allies as possible.
I understand what you are saying, and a part of me wishes truly to lend you a hand, if only to exact vengeance for the losses we suffered. But I am not sure I can trust you with the lives of my few remaining men.
How can I possibly convince you?
Perhaps if you were to complete the tasks that I entrusted you with.
Very well. I shall see what I can do.
Do so, and we shall speak about this again. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you.
Farewell, my lord.
The thing is, I don't remember. The PlayStation 4 nearly at its end. Why not play an early title? What can relate to America? The Order 1886. That's the only idea I have. Order 1886. I haven't heard of that game. They should talk about Wolfenstein. That's gotta be the quest, because I'm not seeing I have any other quests. No, there's a game called Order 1886. Oh, I think I know the game you're talking about. The Order? Oh, now, yeah, now I know what the game you're talking about. I've seen gameplay of it. It's more... People were saying it was more like a cinematic movie than it was an actual game. And I just saw the notification. Thank you, Zake Bodnir, for subscribing, bud. Welcome to the Wookiee Warriors. I think it's an action with American history, but I'm not sure. If I remember the story correctly, it's like a group of Van Helsings who, in the world, in this story, you are a member of an order of, I think, kind of like Templars. Liked and shared you on Twitter. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it, bud. How's it going, bud? That as a member of the order, you take the elixir of, well, life. From the Holy Grail, I think. Waters from the Holy Grail, and allows you to live. And you fight basically werewolves. Alright. I'm sorry everyone if I sound very groggy. I'm still not fully awake. As a shooter and takes place in England.
Respectfully, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Governor Burren asked me to investigate the abductions the rebels told us about. If we could find the origin and free their comrades, I'm sure they would stop their attack. I need to locate and speak with the other rebels. Do you know where they could be?
No, they don't attack often. I fear they're gathering their forces.
Captain, the patrol we sent to the west has not returned yet.
I may have spoken too quickly, Your Excellency. Although it might still be possible that our men are just delayed.
Perhaps you would allow me to search for them. Maybe they crossed paths with the rebels.
Corporal, do you know which way the patrol went?
Of course, Captain.
You will lead, His Excellency. In hope that our men are still alive.
At your command, Captain. Your Excellency. Find me at the entrance of the camp when you're ready to start.
I don't know, I'll keep on doing some more research and see what games, but right now, the games I have right now are, would be, Wolfenstein, New Order, and Monkey King. And the only reason I choose Monkey King because it looks like a fun game, it'd just be something fun to play.
No, not yet.
As you wish. Are you ready to...
Yes, let's go.
Bit of poison on my blade. See if you can ward off this fate.
Come on, dude. How much further? Oh, we better run. We're being attacked by goats.
Is that the patrol we're looking for?
Yes. That's them. More victims of these savages. But 2 of the soldiers are missing. Maybe they managed to escape. They'll surely need help. We should look for them.
I'm in trouble! Please help me!
This man needs to be cared for. But in his condition, we can't take him back to the outpost.
Allow me. There. That should be better.
Thank you, sir. Without your help, I would probably have died here.
Tell us what happened.
We came across a group of rebel savages. It was a massacre. A few seconds later, only Franz and I were left. We fled. I managed to drag myself here, but he was not so lucky. The savages caught up with him.
Was he captured? Did you see where they took him?
They headed north to Frazonegan, but in the state I was in, I didn't see much else.
Your Excellency, please. We should get him out of there. They're bound to torture and kill him.
We'll take care of it, Corporal. The rebels must have left traces when dragging the prisoner. But not you. You must help your wounded man to reach the outpost. Come on.
Yeah, I was thinking about also thinking about Call of Duty, but that's all those games are on my Xbox right now.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Close to is Rechnestiri.
There's our group of rebels. The soldier they captured looks dead.
Let's go, Renaigse. Stand up. Esse maru. Radi dat neuda. Es velde tegedach. Comaros de malmi.
Quayes. My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the congregation. I'm here because I want to talk to your chief.
What do you want from our mal?
I want to talk to him about the abductions and to understand what's going on.
You would be the first Renaigse to care. How do we know you're not just saying that to find out where our camp is?
I am not part of the Alliance. My only goal is to avoid deaths on both sides. Help me. I am your only chance to free your prisoners without bloodshed.
I don't believe you. I think it's a trick. Like all Renaigse. You think that we are idiots.
Siora.
You know who I am, Sengots.
Yes. You are the Donegad of Gai's Rad, the daughter of Bladnit.
So you know that my mother fought lions to free our people. And she lost. If anyone can prevent you from meeting the same fate, it's my friend. You should really lead us to your chief.
I believe you, Donegad. Very well. Tell me when you are ready.
Everything I've done for these guys, they still don't believe me.
Are you ready to follow me, Renaigse?
Let's go.
Like I said, the pathing in this game sometimes is tricky.
It's this way.
Let's stay on guard.
What are you afraid of? That the Donea Exregal have set a trap for us.
I wouldn't put it past them.
It's this way. I'm letting my comrades know we're here, so that they let us pass.
Yeah, that's a good thing. We wouldn't want them shooting arrows at us.
Follow me. We are almost there.
Could have just kept on going.
It's this way. Come on.
Oh, for crying out loud. I think this character's drunk.
It's this way.
Oh, I'm waiting for you.
This is our main camp.
Like I said, I think
This
he's drunk.
is where you will find our mal. I hope I am not wrong to lead you here, and that you are not a traitor.
So, Here's the famous rebel camp. I hope their leader can tell us more about these abductions.
Who are you and what are you doing here, Anaikse?
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I came to talk to you about the abductions and your forthcoming attack.
And how did you find our camp?
I convinced one of your men to bring me.
Please, Mal. Explain to him what you know. He can help us free our brothers.
Well, I'll tell you what we know, then you'll understand why we have to fight lions. Many seasons ago, Sinol Manawi started to disappear. Lions attacked the villages and took them with them. We never saw them again. They were either crazy or so injured that even our best Donegad couldn't do anything. So we counterattacked and captured some of their soldiers. And we learned that they were taking our people to a place they call a laboratory. It is there that they tortured and killed them. They talked about experiments.
Experiments? So that was the reason for all these abductions. But what do they hope to discover?
Alert! The lions are attacking! Traitor! It was you who led them to us!
No,
Right.
I swear. They asked me to investigate. It was never a question of attacking you.
Then prove it! Fight with us!
The Alliance betrayed me as much as you. I owe them nothing.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Why do I get this feeling?
My blade. And let's go!
The Bridge Alliance is not gonna help me. But how can how can I not like help the rebels? I mean, the Alliance is abducting people
You have fought bravely.
and
your
experimenting
word is
on them.
true,
That's not
Honor
nice.
Manawi.
The Alliance is the ally of the congregation. Taking your side was not a decision I made lightly. But Governor Burren used and betrayed us. And he will answer for it. Please, wait before you attack. I will do everything to dismantle this laboratory and release your people.
I trust you, so we will wait. But don't take too long. Kwa awalem seg, Honor Manawi.
Goodbye.
Well, I think I can probably forget about the Alliance with the Alliance. They really need to come up with a better name instead of the Alliance. Like, whoever came up with that name should get fired. Just saying. Oops. Then I went the wrong way. How do I get out of here? Maybe this way? Oops. I can imagine the governor's going to be very happy to see us. Ugh. I mean, technically we already have a pretty big army, but...
Lord de Sardet, what? Enough with the formalities, Excellency. You owe me an explanation. Did you order your troops to attack while I was negotiating under a white flag?
I assure you that I have no idea what you are talking about. I would never have placed your life in harm's way. The alliance with the congregation is crucial, and you know it. Your suspicions are unfounded. I'm sorry. It is now clear that decisions are being made without my consent. I'm going.
You mock me, Excellency. I can't believe this matter slipped your vigilance. Everything the Danea Exregao have told me has proven true. Your men attacked and carried off natives. I witnessed it. According to what I've been told, they are taken to a place where experiments are carried out, where they are tortured.
It is true that I knew of the existence of this laboratory. The place is dedicated to research on the Malachor. If a remedy is ever to be discovered, it will happen there. But I assure you that I was not aware that natives were being taken there.
Allow me to doubt your sincerity, Excellency. I intend to pay the place a visit and see for myself what happens there. Who directs the research?
Our most brilliant savant, the Dr. Asili. Certainly his legend precedes him. He is the master of your friend, the Professor Afra. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
I gotta say though, the governor is one slick devil. Seems to have an answer for everything.
Blasts, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most medicinal arts.
Halt! No one enters!
You speak to the legate of the merchant congregation, soldier. I have been sent by Governor Burren. I have to talk to Dr. Asili.
I don't take orders from the governor, nor the congregation. Be on your way. I wonder who gives him his orders. Better to avoid a useless confrontation.
Very well. We'll leave him.
Halt! No!
You speak to... I have been sent...
I don't take... I wonder who gives...
Sorry, soldier, but I'm coming in. Whether you like it or not.
To arms! Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! Let's see if you can...
Well, technically they weren't working for the Bridge Alliance, apparently, so I didn't break any rules.
Expect to find a place like this in there.
There must be other guards. Be careful. How awful. They've been reduced to burning the bodies.
How many have they killed?
Too many.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
I don't have the key.
Don't need one.
It's blocked.
You're not one of them. Please, get us out of here.
Noughts. What are you doing locked up here?
These scientists captured and abused us. They performed experiments, made us drink potions, took our blood. I heard them say that they wanted to find out how we are immune to the Malachor. None of it makes any sense. Please, get us out of here.
I'll find a way to open this cage.
I want the one who did this to know fear and suffer.
Let's hold this good doctor to account.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
I don't think I'm gonna spare anybody here. You guys are all guilty.
Poison on my blade. And let's go!
Let's go now. I want to see my people again.
Just one moment. I haven't freed all the prisoners yet. Now that they are free, we must help the prisoners escape this place.
They can't leave the way we came. The city guards would stop them.
So we have to find another way to get them out.
Hmm. Oh, well, there's one way in. There's always two.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Let's
Who are you? You have no right to be here.
I have come to free your prisoners and put an end to all the horrors that take place here.
I knew this would happen eventually. This all went too far. Dr. Asili, he lost his mind a long time ago. But what are you going to do with us?
Arrest you. Then I expect you will be sentenced.
No, please! We only followed the doctor's orders. We tried to stop him, but he is the director of the lab.
You could have reported it to the governor or left this place.
He threatened to destroy our lives. We could not... Please, don't look us up.
You can say all of this in court. It's up to them to judge you.
They will want to make an example of us. We'll not see the light again.
You should have thought about that before helping that monster. These poor people lost their lives only a few hours ago. They could not survive this mutilation.
If only we'd known sooner.
Asili has locked himself in his office.
Who are you, and under what right do you enter here?
I am the legate of the merchant congregation, and I'm here to put an end to your crimes.
My crimes? What are you talking about? My work was for the good of humanity. Don't tell me you're crying over some savages. The survival of our species requires
Not just savages,
sacrifice.
bucko.
What did you hope to find from all these experiments?
Since the Malachor never reached this island, I wanted to check if these savages were sensitive to it. And I discovered that they were naturally resistant. Do you realize the implications of this discovery? So I tried to isolate this resistance to develop a cure in order to send it to the people on the continent. But I doubt that you will be able to understand the subtlety of such an approach.
This man is a cold-blooded reptile. My brothers and sisters were no more than ants to him.
You are a very beautiful specimen.
Hey.
When I think of the power flowing through your veins.
Why do you bother with the notes?
You are known to be immunized too. I wanted to check the reality of such a statement. To be precise, this is not the case. You are actually more resistant.
How many of my people did you have to slaughter to reach that conclusion?
We learned everything we wanted to know. This lab will close and you will answer for everything you have done.
You think so?
Guards, capture these people!
What guards?
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see.
Stop! Think of my knowledge. All that I have accomplished. That can never disappear.
You will answer for your crimes in court.
But I'll be out soon. My colleagues will understand the importance of my work.
We shall see about that.
I'm really trying to get the Brits Alliance to help me. Ooh, a new blade. Oh, gun.
I can't believe it. Constantine's malachor was caused by a sick. The potion we were made to drink when we landed on the island was contaminated. How dare he do such a thing? And why?
Either this doctor is crazy, or he wanted to provoke a war against the natives and the congregation.
Okay, I went down this way already. Went there. Okay, I guess there's nowhere else to go. You know, for a scientist, it's pretty dumb. I'm just saying, if you're gonna lock yourself in a room, make sure you lock yourself in a room with an exit. Like a secret way out, you know?
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
That's perfect. We just have to clear the way. The mechanism doesn't work. I need to take a closer look. Let's go. I found a way out of the city. But be careful. You are weakened, and creatures roam these tunnels. I will lead the way.
Don't seem like many creatures to me. Okay, I lied. But they're pushovers. Okay, I think that just loops us back around. Yeah. There we go. Nice thing is I think I'm waking up a little bit more.
Free. You have saved our lives. How can we thank you?
We will never forget what you have done for us on Almenawi.
Yes, we will always be grateful.
We're not very far from the Hikmet outpost. You'll have to be careful.
I know how to reach the port without being seen.
Perfect. As for you, you should take refuge in Vigshadir. You will be safe there, but you should avoid the Alliance patrols.
We'll get there. Qua awal and segven.
The nice thing about all the quests, whether it's main quests or side quests, they're all fairly lengthy. You're not gonna easily just go and beat the quest, like go here, do this, go here, go do this. And every quest actually feels really fleshed out. It all seems kind of important. Like it adds on to the story. Let's just hope the governor will sincerely punish him and not ever release him. He says I'm gonna, at that point I'll be upset and regretting my choice to let him deal with him on his own. When I probably should have just killed him.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe this honor?
I've been to Asili's laboratory and what I discovered was abominable. Hundreds of poor souls tortured, victims of horrifying experiments. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug to burn the bodies.
How horrifying. I cannot believe it.
The natives were not the only victims of these crimes. There are also a number of Nauts.
Nauts? Pardon me for doubting you, but do you have proof of what you say? And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may answer these accusations?
Yes, we captured him.
Really? Very well. I will ensure that he is judged as quickly as possible. What was done with the prisoners that were being held in the laboratory?
They were freed. The Danae Exregau are satisfied and should call off their attack.
What a relief. Finally, some good news. How can I repay you?
By allowing me to take part in the trial proceedings. What I saw merits justice, and I fear that the accused will find a great many defenders amongst his fellow savants.
It is a rather novel request, but granted. I shall inform the prosecutor. Let us remember that the madness of a man should not cast a shadow upon the greater sum of his work. His research is perhaps our only chance of discovering a remedy. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have returned in the hope that you might have changed your mind.
And you have done well to hope so. You have proven to me that I can trust you. I shall give you the support of my men for the attack on this infamous sanctuary.
Thank you, Excellency. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
You know what? Let's go do the trial. That guy deserves to never see the light of day.
Hello. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
De Sade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. Governor Buran told me to pay you a visit.
Oh. It is you who arrested Dr. Asili and must help me prepare the trial.
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want the doctor to pay for his crimes. The accused has a lot of support. Any evidence and testimonies you can gather will be useful.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells were full of them.
We will call them to the witness box, of course. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their words will unfortunately not carry much weight here.
There were also some Nauts. Perhaps I could convince some of the doctor's colleagues to talk.
Their testimony will be crucial. The word of other scholars is likely to be the only thing that condemns him. That plus any material evidence you can gather.
I picked up a strange powder in the laboratory. A substance that I've not been able to identify.
You should show it to an alchemist. We need to know what it is to be able to use it.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the horrible experiments he was performing.
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will no doubt find something to support my prosecution.
I have found a letter proving that Dr. Asili voluntarily transmitted the Malachor to my cousin, Constantin d'Orsay. I would like to add that I too was a victim of this poisoning.
Did the accused try to take the life of the governor of New Serene? This is an extremely serious crime.
Indeed. He saw my cousin and me as the ideal control group to prove his theories. And no humanitarian or diplomatic consideration could put a stop to his ambition.
This letter alone is crucial proof. I will put it on our file.
Do we have any chance of winning?
Yes, I am rather confident. You have provided overwhelming evidence. But if we had witnesses, we would have an even bigger chance of winning.
I will return to you soon. The Nauts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vikshad. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. I should give this powder to someone who can tell me what it is.
You know, I kind of feel like, I don't know how many of you guys have played Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, but I kind of feel like I'm doing a mission for that, because there was a mission, oh gosh, on Star Wars Knights of the Republic, where you had to participate in a trial. With the Circath, I believe, which was the race name in Star Wars, Circath. Oops. Computer disconnects. What a surprise. Oh, okay. He's there. Okay. I really wish they would allow you to have a mini-map on the game. Because I am now so lost. Oh, I'm good.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
Is everything all right?
Once again, thanks to you. These people wanted to kill me.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testifying at the doctor's trial.
The doctor will be judged. I suppose you'd like me to testify about how we suffered.
Indeed. If you do not fear another attempt on your life by these men.
Don't worry. I won't put up with intimidation. From now on, my people will watch over me until I can testify. And I intend to witness the execution of our torturer. You can count on me.
Thank you. Your word will be crucial during the trial. I never thought I'd see you here again. Why are you still free?
Dr. Honor made sure that I was set free. He needed my help. What do you want?
I discovered this strange powder in one of the laboratory's chests. Do you know what it is?
I did see the doctor using it once or twice, but I don't know what it is. But I can study it for you if you want. I have the tools that will allow me to do so here.
So, what is it?
It is a quintessence of black blood. Probably created using the blood of numerous patients. The doctor managed to harness the very concept of the Malachor in this powder. A single pinch ingested by someone would be enough for them to be afflicted by the disease. With the quantities that you brought me, hundreds of people could be contaminated. It's terrifying. I cannot believe a silly would do such a thing. Here, these are my notes. I wrote down all the details of my experiments, as well as my conclusions.
Thank you. I will relay them to the prosecutor. What do the other scholars think of Dr. Asili now that his actions have been revealed for all to see?
Most still admire him greatly. He was the greatest amongst us, you know? They didn't witness what was happening in the lab, and they have little interest in the natives. For them, the main problem is political, given that the war against the rebels cost us dearly. Until they understand the horrors that happened there, they will not have any moral issues.
I must leave you.
You're back.
What is your purpose here?
I helped Doc. He's the one who...
I do hope that he doesn't use the same methods.
Of course not.
What about your other colleagues?
They felt guilty.
Are you prepared to testify against Dr. Asili?
I would like to say no. You had me thrown in prison, and without Dr. Honor's intervention, I would still be there. But I can't stop thinking about what we did in that laboratory. I think only by testifying will I ease my conscience.
Thank you. Your story could change the outcome of this trial. I must leave you. What she saw working alongside Asili obviously upset her. She will make an excellent...
I'm guessing the next person I need to talk to is upstairs. Somewhere.
Dr. Honor, what do you want?
What do you think of Dr. Asili now that you've learned how he conducted his research?
Well, obviously the few excesses he has conceded himself are unfortunate, but he remains the greatest scientist that the Alliance has ever known. His work has had a profound effect on science. It seems quite unfair to me to reduce his life's work just to what he has done lately.
If I understand correctly, you will be one of his defenders.
Naturally. I don't deny that he made a terrible mistake, but he meant well.
Mistake?
He was probably acting on behalf of our helplessness to combat the Malachor.
What is your role and what is your research?
I'm in charge of the... Above all, we
searched.
Now that we have access...
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not concern you?
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame for him to have done all this for nothing.
Thank you. I must leave you.
I'm not asking him to testify.
Dr. Honor.
Would you agree to speak at the trial? Your influence could be crucial.
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement. His lawyer came to find me.
So are you ready to defend a man who used to torture and murder to advance his research?
Indeed, because I think the entire work of a scientist should not be judged on a single mistake. It is obvious that he should not have used such methods, but Silly has never been very political. I doubt he understood the implications of his actions.
So you're saying the only problem in this case is political?
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our governor and the city, but let's not fool ourselves. No tears will be shed over the fate of a few of those bloodthirsty savages.
Thank you. I must leave you.
All comes down to the challenge. I'm guessing it's charisma. My charisma's probably not high enough. Or is it intuition? I really wish the game would have given you talents and skills and points as you leveled up. Maybe I can convince him with whatever I just found.
I took a look at a few pages of your research. I was very impressed.
Really? You're very kind. But these are the leads we had to abandon.
Due to pressure from Dr. Isili, if I've understood correctly.
Indeed. According to him, focusing on the reasons behind the contamination was a waste of time. All that mattered was the cure.
And you want to defend him? How many promising leads did you give up to please him? Why continue to serve him when you could finally gain your independence?
You are not wrong. Very well, you've convinced me. I will now testify for the prosecution. It is true that it's time to turn the page and leave his cruel methods behind.
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Honor is an influential
Hey,
scholar.
Jimson, how's it going? Alright. So, I mean, I know they said they wouldn't carry much weight, but you know, at least it's a witness.
the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the
Hey! You are the Olol Menawi who freed us. We managed to reach Vikshadir.
They told me what you did for them, Renaikse.
I believe it
Well
was
done.
last year.
I was able to give them the care they needed. Some wounds will take time to heal, but they are safe thanks to you.
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for that, did you?
No. I came to ask for your help. The doctor who captured and tortured you is about to be tried for his crimes. He has a lot of support among his people. He's a respected man despite what he did. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims, he will surely be released.
You'll have our words. We'll go to the Grand City and tell our story.
And the Mad Lion will die for causing so much harm to our people.
May the earth engulf him. You can return to Hikmet. I'll make sure they get there in good health.
Thank you, Tiernahar. And thank you all. I blame myself.
But yeah, I
for
think this
forcing
came
these
out
poor
sometime
people back to the
in
city where they have suffered so
2019.
much.
My
Pull it
people
up.
are strong and proud. They will not be afraid to speak in front of your judges for justice.
Came out September 17th, 2019.
Desade, I would like to go to Kurganau, the place of ritual, to study the carvings and... but they call it a danger...
Very well.
Thank you, Desade. Desade, can I do anything for you?
I would like you to tell me about Asili.
I was expecting you to come and see me about this. What would you like to know?
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. Over time, he became more and more cruel. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting the natives it deprived him of all humanity. He spoke of them as test subjects, never as people. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor and scientist in the Alliance. And I clung on to that memory.
You do know that you were captured thanks to him.
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind. And stupid. I regret it terribly.
Do you think, as your master does, that science justifies all sacrifices?
Well, I never imagined it would have led to such cruel treatment. But if we want to live in a better world, free from the Malakor, we will have to make sacrifices.
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this laboratory necessary for his research?
No, even if he was convinced of it. General interest outweighs the suffering of a few individuals. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting slower, more humane methods. Well, like many of us, he was affected by the corpses we saw piling up because of the Malachor, and the urgency of finding a cure made him forego all morality. It's horrible, and I regret all the suffering he's caused, but I guess I can understand it.
Would you be willing to testify against Dr. Asili during his trial?
No, Desade. I'm sorry. You know that I disapprove of what he did, but I don't think I can take responsibility for his death if he's convicted.
I understand.
Anything else?
I must leave you. I believe our investigation is coming to an end. Let's find the prosecutor.
Yeah, but I have to stick with her. I don't want her in the courtroom. I'm pretty sure if I had her as a friend or friendly, she would probably testify. I mean, it's just one person. We have pretty much everyone that could possibly testify. These are all the people that matter. This just better not turn into a very long quest. I mean, she doesn't even want to help us, you know?
Hold on! Help is on its way!
There you go.
Without our presence here.
Yes. Blessed be the earth that has brought you to us at this time.
Yuan, I was touched. I am hurt.
Oh no! Morian!
These creatures are venomous. If their venom has come into contact with her blood, this young woman does not have long.
And we are too far from the village to seek help. How are we going to save her?
I know a potion that will erase the effects of the venom.
I don't have any. And we don't really have time to look for a merchant.
If you bring me back the ingredients, I can prepare one here.
Here are all the ingredients to prepare the anti-venom potion. I hope it works.
It's perfect. I'm going to get it ready. It shouldn't take long. All ready. I'll let you administer it.
Thank you very much, Afra. Here, drink this.
Don't worry. It'll heal you.
You can trust her. She knows what she's doing.
Marian, what do you feel?
I feel the pain leaving me.
She is saved. You have great wisdom. May the trees always bear fruits on your journey. You have saved Morian.
It was nothing. I'm glad I could help you.
You are different from other Renaixi. You know the potions. But what were you looking for here?
We came to study this place, the carvings in particular.
This is one of our places of ritual, a place of connection. What do you hope to learn from our carvings?
I seek to understand the mechanisms of your transformations. I think these carvings could help with this.
You seek the secrets of the Donegada. You should speak with Armal.
Yes, his name is Dunkas. He is also our Donegad, and his wisdom is boundless.
Here is someone who should be able to answer all your questions, Afra.
Let us go then. We will have time to discuss on the way.
I have so many questions about this place, about the rituals that take place here.
Wookie, you look exhausted, but I'm just tired, that's all. I just overslept.
Bertir Tuma Donkas. These Renaixes saved my life.
What happened?
We were meditating at the sacred circle in Kerganau, and we were attacked. Morian was poisoned, and they gave her a potion.
Really? We are not yet used to the Renaixes doing something without expecting something in return.
Probably those 10-hour streams caught up to you. And I just think it's because I watched those movies.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
I hear your gratitude, Morian. It honors you. Now go. Leave us. Here you are again, Renaixe. Thank you for saving Morian. It was a kind gesture.
Please. We couldn't let her die without doing anything.
This feeling brings you honor. But what were you doing near our sacred circle in Kerganau?
It was me who led my friends there. I was hoping to study the circle to better understand your culture.
Loyans always want the same thing. They covet our secrets to better steal our land, to better hurt our children.
Calm now. Perhaps this Loyaness is different from the others. Maybe we were wrong about them too.
I'm not trying to conquer
You
your
dirty
island
boy,
until
watched those movies. I
want
didn't
to
watch
know.
those kind of movies.
A noble quest that could perhaps bring peace, but to which I cannot answer alone. I cannot reveal such secrets without seeking advice from the Order Donegada. But in order to thank you for saving one of our daughters, stay with us tonight. Eat and celebrate life. Maybe by sharing this joyous moment, you will learn something.
We accept your invitation. Isn't that right, Desade?
Of course. Thank you for welcoming us, Dunkas.
I'm just kidding. I know you're just kidding.
What brings you here on Manawi?
What can you tell me about your clan?
We earn.
There are a lot of...
It is true. Many of our village is there.
What do you think of the set?
I think that is...
Tell me about your...
But is...
I must leave. Goodbye.
Wa awalam say.
I'm sorry. You look disappointed.
I did not expect your Denegad to reveal all its secrets to us, but I would have loved to learn more.
Perhaps you should be patient. It takes years to understand the mysteries of the Donegada, and since you are staying with us tonight, it will be an opportunity to continue learning.
That's what I hope.
Thank you for welcoming us tonight. We had a good time.
Yes. It was very enlightening.
We are glad that you stayed with us. We too have learned from you.
Your face brims with thoughts, Afra. Is something wrong?
It's nothing. Probably just tiredness.
We should all rest. It has been a long day. May your dreams be wonderful.
Good night.
May the moon watch over your dreams.
Is something wrong?
Dunkus wasn't here tonight, yet he's the one who invited us to stay. I also saw one of the elders sneaking out of the village.
You think they're hiding something from us?
I don't know. But since they don't want to share their knowledge with us, let's try to follow them.
I don't like it one bit, Afra. If the elders and Dunkus are gone, then we have
I agree
no
with
right
her.
to follow them.
In that case, why don't you explain where the transformation comes from?
It's not something that can be explained that easily. You have to believe to understand. You are not capable.
I see. So we will discreetly follow these people, since this is the price of knowing.
Damn it!
Here they are. Let's try not to be detected.
Should refuse to request.
Why don't the creatures attack them?
I don't know. Are they guarding this place?
If they're trained to guard it, this must be a very important place.
I'm sure the elders are gonna be happy about this.
I hear something.
We found them. Let's be as discreet as possible. They are below.
Get down or we'll be seen.
Someone is listening to us. Whoever you are, come out of the shadows. Hiding is futile.
Forgive us. We did not intend to interrupt you.
Approach, Renaigse. Why are you here?
We're sorry. We didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
We need answers, so we followed your elders.
I never thought I would see you like this, hiding in the bushes, spying on your elder's daughter of Vladimir.
I'm the one who brought her here. She didn't want to follow you, but she refused to tell me what I need to know.
Well, since you absolutely want to learn, do as the apprentices do. Take a seat. And be quiet. We are here to meditate, to hear the voice of the earth. Because the wind has changed.
Close to us, our witness dearie. You were right. Johan is ready. Morian's trial has made her more sensitive.
She is his Minundanem, and he is hers. One cannot progress without the other. She will have to bring him to the Cave of Knowledge. This will be his last trial before creating the bond.
May their path be gentle and shielded. As for me, I hear the call ever louder, Dunkas.
And the day the call is loud enough, you will respond just like each of us. But it's not yet time for you to join in on Milfritten. So, Afra, are you satisfied with what you saw?
It was informative, although it's not what I expected. Thank you, Dunkus. This meeting was strange. It almost seemed like they really heard voices in the wind.
Maybe it's true.
Some believe so strongly that they end up hearing or seeing what they hope for.
Have you learned what you wanted to?
What they said about these young people we helped out, about the fact they were ready to bind themselves. We have a unique opportunity of seeing a transformation with our very own eyes.
Oh, come
But
on.
we can't follow them wherever they go.
No, of course not. I must think on it. Come back and talk to me later.
Well, at least I'm still pretty friendly with all the natives.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I'm thinking that's the end of the quest. At least I hope so. You know, it's good. Now that I've seen her in action, I'm kind of glad she's not at the trial, because I got a feeling she may not go to the extreme, but she has that curiosity that just has no bounds.
Oi, Doig! I have items you might like.
Where is that warp point? It wouldn't be up here.
Oi, Doig! I have items you might like.
Hey.
Sade, I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge. I could probably go... Don't you want to...
Another time, maybe.
Anything else?
Tell me about your studies.
He was not his unusual. He taught me. It's only when he seemed... He was so such a...
I must leave you.
Alright, now we go to a trial. Oh, for crying out loud, my computer disconnected again. I really gotta find a reason why it's doing that. It only happens when I'm doing it when I'm on YouTube. Well, not only, but it's more frequent when I'm streaming on YouTube.
You have returned, Your Excellency. Do you have any news on our matter?
A Naut victim of Dr. Asili agreed to testify at the trial.
Excellent. This kind of testimony will certainly rattle his defense.
The islanders will testify at the trial. Their injuries will surely convince the judges.
Indeed. But do bear in mind that the islanders are not highly regarded in Hikmet.
I managed to convince the scientists in the governor's laboratory to speak in our favor.
Excellent. These are not direct witnesses, but if they denounce the doctor, we are sure to be heard.
I even got a testimony from one of Dr. Asili's colleagues.
Perfect. That will convince our scientists, and you know how important they are in Hikmet.
Afra unfortunately refuses to testify. She fears she will be responsible for the death of her former master.
A shame, but it is her choice. We can only respect it.
An alchemist studied the powder that we found in the laboratory. Apparently it's some kind of concentrate made from the blood of several patients with the Malachor. It seems that less than a pinch of this powder is enough to contaminate whoever consumes it. There's enough here to make a small town sick.
A terrifying thought. I will add the analysis and this powder to the evidence on record. You have gathered overwhelming evidence. The defense will have a hard time saving the accused. I think we can go to trial with confidence now.
Will the trial begin soon?
It seems to be the right time. Excellent investigation work. I think we have every chance of winning.
Where will the trial be held?
At the palace. I regret to inform you that you will not be able to attend. However, I'm sure the governor will keep you informed of the outcome of the proceedings.
Madame, congratulations. The trial was exemplary. Asili's madness was exposed to the entire world. And you have demonstrated the horror of his methods.
Thank you, Excellency. But all praise should be showered upon Sir de Sade. The evidence he supplied was irrefutable.
It was necessary that you hear the victims, in order to understand the extremities to which your science has taken you.
Come now. One cannot conclude that science was guilty here.
Not science, but the savants were. It is never right to set aside humanity in the name of the common good. No knowledge justifies killing or torture.
Your words are wise, and I promise to remember them.
You have not always shown yourself a man of impeccable judgment, Excellency.
We are all, from time to time, victim of our own blind enthusiasm, that is true. But this trial has shaken my usual resolve. It may very well change the course of history.
Your Excellency.
Lord, and to what do I owe?
Okay, they already technically got their lead. They said they'll join us, so. Oh, I guess we'll go to Alpha. Even without her testimony, we still, I guess, threw away a key on him, or he got executed. But I felt doing it this way actually brings to light like these guys' mistakes, because I've been seeing like they've been going to the furthest extremes. Do I have to talk to one? Stupid. Oh, I have to go in there, okay.
Greeting. At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions.
I always find it hard to find the residence after I leave it. He sees. Oh.
Afra, are you certain that you want to attend this?
I do not want to attend. I must.
Dr. Asili, you have been found guilty of all accusations brought against you. In
That's a very scary mask.
The Bridge Alliance Tribunal condemns you to death. Do you have any final words?
You treat me like a monster. But how many times have you stayed your own hand? So close to the goal to finally find a remedy, you would have done as I. What do a few lives mean when the future of all humanity hangs in the balance? You are nothing more than idiots, incompetents, and you, Baron, are the greatest hypocrite of all. You know that I am right.
Executioner, earn your pay.
You know that I am right.
Oh.
Desarde, I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge. I could probably go. Don't you want to?
Another time, maybe.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
I think it was this way. Yep. Alright, now we can continue on with the main story. Oh, what am I doing? I'll be right back, guys. Hang on. I am back. Convince Taleme to participate. Well, that's not gonna be too hard, I hope. You know what? Hang on. I just need to remember how to do this. There we go. Okay, I'm good. Oh crap, Willie! I didn't even see your comment. I'm sorry, bud. Hey, Willie, how's it going? Thank you for the like, bud. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm so sorry I missed your comment. I think it came right as my computer was disconnecting, stuff like that. I just totally missed it. I'm sorry, man.
Your Eminence.
I don't think she ever sleeps.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Do you remember I thought that someone must have been responsible for the attacks you sustained?
Yes, you thought that this guardian who sent us the animals couldn't have been acting alone.
And I was right, sadly.
You're hesitating. Are you afraid of my reaction?
Indeed. As the person responsible is none other than my cousin, Constantine.
Does this mean that the congregation has decided to wage war on us? And thanks to which obscure alliance has your cousin been able to manipulate these creatures?
Constantine acted alone, and he betrayed us as much as he betrayed you, believe me. As for the way he manipulated these creatures, do you remember that my cousin was sick?
Absolutely. And it is said that his recovery was the result of a rather suspicious miracle. Are you telling me that your cousin has made a pact with the demons of this island?
Something like that. He was cured by a Donegad of the island who performed a bonding ritual. But the power he received from this made him thirsty for more, and he bonded himself to other places, thus gaining control over the guardians who were protecting these sacred places.
But why attack us? Did his madness make him forget about our alliance?
His thirst for power is making him want to control the island entirely by himself. And I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' main sanctuary on the volcano. I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken control of. And I need some help. Others have already joined me. But we also need the support of Teleme. Having a common enemy should help us forget all the differences that have been opposing us.
The idea that we would protect the sanctuary from an insular demon is completely insane. But you have helped us several times, and I trust your judgment. You can count on our help. My men will fight by your side.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Thanks to your wisdom, we have a chance to prevail. I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Okay, so... Okay, I got shit now. I got this. I don't need to lock onto it. You know, guys, since I've been mulling it over while I've been playing this game, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and play Wolfenstein New Colossus. Or, no, not New Colossus. New Order, that's what I was... New Order, I'm going to play New Order for you guys on the 4th of July. Do 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 do. We don't have Taco Bell tonight.
Hello, Glenda.
Birt Tirtomadon Olmenawi. What can I do for you?
To tell you that men are going to come all the way to the sanctuary. Some Renaigse.
I thank you for coming to warn me in person. But our High King has already spoken to me. I am disgusted to welcome warriors of the faraway island. But the decision is not mine. And in truth, we do not have the choice, do we?
No. It is all of Tirfredi and Enon Frichterman that's in danger. We have need of every able warrior to protect them. You need to prepare yourself as well. I fear that you will not be spared.
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will. These are our lands that are attacked.
I have no doubt. Good luck, Glenda.
May the rocks give you their toughness. You shall need it more than everyone else. Can I do anything else for you?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua Awelems.
Now I just need to find Constantine's hideout. All right. I like to say that this story is probably coming to an end. I mean, I know I said like, oh, I hope this is not another long theme mission. It's just some of the missions kind of seem tedious. But it was worth it. That guy needed to be gone. All right. Find Constantine's hideout. You know, after playing this game, I'm kind of starting to feel like I want to watch, Solomon Kane. A really good movie if you guys are, ever looking for a movie to watch. Like, that movie actually should get a sequel. Along with a lot of movies I've seen so far. Like, last night, one of the movies I watched last night was, Tarzan. Legend of Tarzan, and I really did like the movie. I liked what they did with it. And I feel like they should get a sequel. Although I don't know how they would do the sequel. Since, well, with how the movie ended. I don't do spoilers here. If you guys haven't seen it, I won't say anything here. And Tomb Raider was actually pretty good, but if you've already seen the video games, you probably know where they're going to be going with it. Although they didn't stick like core to the video games, I would like to say. They kind of did their own thing, but they added elements from the video games as far as story goes that you're going to recognize. I feel like that hole is where we need to go, but I'm gonna keep on looking around, just in case. Okay. So I think it is this right here, because it doesn't look like there's any way up. I wonder when he start building this.
Bit of poison on my blade. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, letting you guys know, if we finish the game today, I will be setting up the voting in Discord, Twitter, and on my YouTube discussions tab. I think what we'll do is I'll set it up to end on Tuesday, June 30th, and we'll kind of play that. I already have an idea what I'm going to play on Friday. It's actually a game Dom told me about. I did it escaped me at first. I'm like, and then I watched the trailer, and I'm like, oh, this is what's going on. So I did watch it. It was a game I was interested in. It's called Mortal Shell, and I believe, if I remember correctly, they're having a demo available on July 3rd. So I'm thinking about July 3rd doing Mortal Shell demos to see how it is. I'll stream it. And then on the 4th of July will be the 10-hour stream. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'll probably stream Shadow of Wolfenstein New Order for the 4th of July stream. And then starting July 6th, we'll go ahead and do the whatever game, continue on with the game you guys, the winning game that was voted for. And then we'll take a break from the voted game on the 21st, probably. 21st or 22nd, because at that point Ghost of Tsushima should be at my house. That should be about it, as far as I know. Constantine's been busy.
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They are sacred places for the natives, places of connection. This place, this journal. My poor Constantine, you have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
No Donegad has ever done such a thing. It goes against the balance that we are defending. Enon Mir Frichterman was right. Your cousin wants power. He is feeding from the strength of Tyr Fredi.
So much so that he's threatening Enon Mir Frichterman himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him to scout the place. We'll need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he's established.
In that case, it would be best to go see Dunkus. After all, he did say that his clan knew how to heal the earth, didn't he? And Merv is a bit too hostile.
You're right. Let's go and find him.
Well, definitely this game's starting to feel like Greedfall now. Before it just felt like I was trying to keep everyone happy and peaceful. Now it actually seems like Greedfall. Like Constantine was a just ruler, fair and just, but now he's totally power hungry and wants to be a god. And he's stealing from a god in turn. So the plot is very thickening. I also, guys, I wanted to say, I apologize if I'm not speaking a whole lot on this game. It's just, I really enjoy this game. I'm really enthralled in the game. I want to hear and experience everything. So I'm sorry if I don't, like, communicate 100% on this game. It's just, it's so enticing to me. Oh shit. This is not where I want to go. But all information I heard is that, oh, this is 4 years ago, that Legend of Tarzan was supposed to get a sequel. I don't know if the sequel is going to be coming out or what. I haven't heard any new information. And I did hear that there was supposed to be a sequel going on for Tomb Raider, but then again, I haven't heard anything other than that.
What brings you here on Manawi?
As I've told you before, my cousin bonded himself in many places before he decided to target the heart of the island.
You did tell me, and you must know that by doing so, he has acquired a power that no Donegada has ever possessed.
That is why I need your help. We need to break some of his bonds in order to weaken him.
Rest assured, all the Donegada will answer to the call of their Hoi King. And with their help, we will heal the wound your cousin has opened. However, to accomplish this, it is I who will need your help.
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. And this blood summons a guardian. The guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the bond. The only way to break this bond is to have a guardian topple the stone. We will be able to do it, but these rituals take a long time. Too long to be done quickly. So, in the meantime, you must prevent your cousin from drawing magic from the place. Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom of your cousin's bonding stones. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from... However, you must be careful, because the guardians corrupted by him will come to defend the stones.
Thank you, Dunkus.
And thank you for wanting to stop your cousin. Don't worry. I will send my people to finish the work of the plants I have given you.
Alright, let's go plant ourselves some magic seeds. Let's just hope they don't grow beanstalks like James. Jack, I meant Jack. No, Jack and the Beanstalk. Well, I guess now I can climb rocks. Guess I can't climb those yet. Damn it! Now I feel like I'm just wasting time. I'll just travel back to its location. See, this is why I'm getting confused, not irritated, but confused, because it tells me to go this way, which leads me in here, but there's no other path. And I tried going this way. We went all the way around this way. I don't know, go towards the campsite, I guess? See if I can go around. It's all in the location apparently I haven't been before.
Poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this space!
What else do I have on that's blue? I was not intending to find that, but that's gotta be where I need to go. Because I'm not seeing that. Well, there's a campsite right here, obviously. Roots Passage. Yep, that's where I need to go. To get access to where I need to go. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a campfire close by to the Roots Passage, so I don't have to walk all the way and waste time. It's 803. I'm not mistaken, isn't it the same passageway we had to fight the other guy at? Seems like it. The campsite should be right up ahead. So I think that's probably going to be the lengthiest quest to do, is finding all the campsites.
Let's plant the seed Dunkus gave us at the base of the raised stone. Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donigarda of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
At least we have a campsite nearby. We'll just jump off a bunch of stuff. Like, I find it interesting that we're carrying too much to run, but we're not carrying enough to climb, apparently. Ooh. I like this weapon. I have 5 strength. Oh, no I don't. Never mind. Well, I'm still gonna keep it in my inventory because this thing looks freaking cool. Don't think anyone else in my inventory, my characters can use it. Alright, now we need to travel. Oh, so out and around. Key.
Bit of poison on my blade.
This guy brought friends.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donigarda of Duncas's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Alright, I think we got one more. That's Constantine. I'll probably just go ahead and try to wrap everything up in this stream because I don't know if we have enough gameplay left for another stream. It just seems like everything's wrapping up to its conclusion, so I'm gonna try to finish it up here. Oh, okay, so yeah, we are actually already at the final fight, I think.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying he has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the Earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. Then you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies, and you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
Can we just, like, I don't know, disenchant him?
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
Yeah, I'm saying this is probably the end because all the quests I was working on are now forfeit. So this is it, guys. So I'm actually gonna go real quick and save. You guys gonna see a blue screen, but that's how they have it. I'll make it as quick as possible. Or I'm gonna wait for the stream to catch up. Yeah, that's every quest I have on my inventory is now being forfeit. So this is it, guys. This is the end. So if I pull up my inventory right now, I can look at all my quests. Every single one of them except for this one is available now. So this is it. Here we go.
Desarde, glad to see you. Sadly, we couldn't stop your cousin.
He suddenly stormed our position, along with a horde of enraged creatures. We didn't stand a chance.
And now there are beasts attacking us relentlessly. My men are doing all they can to stop them.
We thought it best to stay here to keep the path open for you, should you want to face your cousin.
Thank you. You did well. I'll do everything in my power to catch him and stop him from carrying out his plan. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need to be able to reach him.
Wait, there's a group of creatures coming.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Bit of poison on my blade.
I've been here the whole time, sleeping. Well, you're probably tired, bud. You actually woke up at the best time because we're actually at the end of the game. This is it. The final mission, the final...
I'll stay here with them, Greenblood.
He's right. We must help them stop these creatures.
Are you sure? Every minute gained is a minute that allows you to save us.
Glad to have you with us, Kurt. Just like the good old days.
And thank you too, Afra. It is an honor.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood. Go.
And stop Constantine. I'd hate to be doing this for nothing.
In that case, thank you. And good luck to both of you.
So to catch you up, Jamie, so we have discovered our cousin got sick because some mad scientist decided to try to infect us as we arrived because we had to take an elixir. Then one of the we got him a shaman to help with the pain. The shaman, went to do a ritual of bonding to cure him, which worked, but the bonding went wrong, and the High King found out about it, took took Constantine, killed the shaman, went to the mountain to sacrifice him to return him back to the earth, to return the power, but we didn't understand. We thought he went mad. The High King went crazy. We killed the High King. Then Constantine returned looking more like one of the natives with sticks growing out of their head. Then went on a big quest to find out more about what's going on, and more about Constantine. We find out that Constantine has the power of a god, essentially, that he should not be having, and has gone mad with the power, and is now trying to conquer the world with the power. Oh, he doesn't ever die, and it's but if he does not get stopped to Hulk Island, maybe the world will die. That's the sum of it. So we're on our quest to go fight our cousin. And we gathered up all the allies we could possibly muster for this.
There you are. I was starting to think that we would die here for nothing. Your cousin just passed through here with a horde of beasts, and he keeps sending us more.
We won't hold very long. We're not used to fighting creatures like these.
We are, and we will hold long enough for you to reach the heart, even if we must die in the process. But you must chase him. You must prevent him from performing the ritual at all costs. If Enon Milfrichtiman dies, we're all doomed.
I'm well aware of that, believe me. But here come some more beasts. To arms!
Funny, I'm not seeing any... Okay. Never mind. We'll hold on long enough.
I'll stay with my people.
And I'll stay with her. One blade more can't hurt.
We need to prevent the beasts from following your tracks.
Yeah, we could use some help here, to be honest.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but the Moridigan isn't wrong.
You see? Over and done.
You should go now. And may the volcano give you its strength.
Well, good luck.
Great, I get no one to help me. That's okay. This is probably the closest solo fight I'm actually gonna get for myself. Oh, I have Petrus helping me. Oh, maybe if you get off your freaking butt and help me. Hey, Otaku, how's it going? I played Pokemon today. Nice. I haven't really played Pokemon since Let's Go Pokemon. What is Petrus doing all the way down there? Whatever.
There you are. Praise the Enlightened. Your cousin
has already reached the heart. Our other allies informed me. They are also trying to stop the creatures.
What do you intend to do?
Pursue him all the way there and do everything I can to stop him.
In that case, may the Enlightened keep you in his divine... Oh no. More beasts are coming. Be prepared!
Great, just us. Thank you, Petrus. Damn it!
This time it's my turn. I'm staying with my people.
I knew you'd say.
You mean people of one?
Well, I wasn't going to let the young ones get all the glory.
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see? You should go now, my child. Be careful. We are all praying for your success.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful too.
Like I said, I was expecting a little bit more from those guys, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of them here. It looks like I'm gonna have to fight my cousin by myself. Oh my.
Constantine! Restrain him!
I believe my cousin told you to restrain me, not kill me.
Why have you done this? But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last. This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness. You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us. Perhaps, but I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods. The immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me, and we will be gods together, forever.
So I guess this is where you get to choose good or bad ending. The good ending, kill Constantine. Bad ending, become immortal for the sake of everyone else. Well, I'm going to go with the good ending this time.
Come. Good night, sweet prince.
Did I die too?
I
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malicor is decreasing. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching his back, as he always had. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears, alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkas's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his brother-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. Her friendship with Aranaxe helped Deirdre to overcome her reticence. She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another, and in so doing, they restored balance between the new world and the old. Following the investigations revealing the horrifying practices of Dr. Asili, the Alliance changed their methods and even appointed an ethics council to oversee the work of its scholars. The public revelations of St. Matthias's life led to a deep change in Teleme. The Ordo Luminis was dismantled for good, and the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion. Aware that their culture of secrets would lead them to their demise, the Nords changed their methods. They welcomed numerous new recruits amongst them, notably natives. Under Sieglinde's control, the Guard returned to the honorable values that had made its reputation, despite the negative influence of some shady members in their midst.
Okay, so that's the good ending. Well, you guys want to see the bad ending, I guess? You can go do that, since it just takes us back to just before we fight the king, our cousin. So let's see what the bad ending is, since we still have a little bit of time. This means we're gonna have to fight that big Nardog again. Alright, bad ending.
No! Stop! Step back. But for you. For us. This makes no sense. You don't understand. It's all. Perhaps I've seen death. My father, the Sen, and this, the immortal.
He himself.
All you have to do.
Alright, bad ending.
Come. Trust me. You won't regret it, cousin.
I'm sure I'm going to.
Who could have predicted, when my 2 young students left the port of Serene, that they'd become the gods of Teofredi, thus plunging the world into chaos? Certainly not me. So it seems that I am a poor teacher. Amongst those who had tried to prevent the ritual from taking place, only a handful of dazed survivors remained, helplessly facing hordes of creatures following the orders of the 2 cousins. Afra and Petrus, former rivals, fell together. They couldn't accept this treason from the one they believed in. As for Vasco, he managed to run away and join the Nort fleet. Rumor has it that he went to their island, his heart full of bitterness, and never left it again. With his help, Kurt managed to leave Teofredi, but only to die on another battlefield. Siora had done well to go back to her sister, who tried to lead a rebellion for a while, but just like the rest of the clans, she eventually acknowledged the power of their new gods. Exiled from the island, all our nations sunk into a state of constant warfare, each accusing the others of being responsible for their terrible defeat. The congregation is now on the verge of falling, and I have no doubt that the others will follow. The lives which haven't been taken by war will be taken by the Malicor. On Teofredi, the Norts report that nature has reclaimed its rights in the cities. After a period of chaos that saw the death of many rebel islanders, the survivors reportedly all ended up acknowledging the power of the 2 cousins. But sadly, this is nothing but hearsay, since the news we receive is scarce and getting even more so.
So, bad ending, very bad. Whew. Well, guys, that is it, guys. Finally beat Greedfall. My impressions of the game. Well, the game is very detailed. Textures, water effects. Although, one thing I will say that irritates the crap out of me a lot is the compass. It sometimes tells me to go one location when I probably should be going around. That is the only thing that irritates me. Sometimes I don't have a problem with it, but otherwise it's not too bad. Good job. But thanks, Jamie. Game is very lengthy. Like, if you went through and did, I think it was only a handful of missions I didn't do. I think it was like 4 or 5 side missions I didn't do. If you do all your companion quests, if you do all the side missions, help everyone out, you're easily looking at like at least 20 hours right there. And then you have the main story, which is not a small, like, go here, do this, go here, do that, and it goes on to the next thing. No. They're very lengthy. So you're looking at least 60 plus hours in this game or more. Um, I truly felt that's why I think that's one of the reasons I didn't talk much is I got really enthralled in this story. I really like it. At first, I thought it was going to be like a pirate story, like, you know, the seven seas. No, it's more of a story about, you know, you arrive in a new island, and there's already turmoil. There's already people don't like you, so you're trying to establish a peace treaty with them. But like all things, you know, greed is the fall of everyone, and you kind of experience a lot of that. It kind of seems like it was forced on some of the cases, but there's many forms of greed. For the researchers, they greeded for knowledge. For some of the soldiers, they greeded for power or battle. At least that's what the impression I got. The natives just didn't want. They wanted to keep things as they were. They didn't want the horrors of the Renaxte, as they called them, to continue. And I understand. We saw horrors that the new guys, the Renaxte, were doing to the natives. And your character is kind of drawn between two worlds. Like you're Renaxte and you are native. That's where that mark came from. I thought it was because of the Malcor, but no, it's because you're half and half. But towards the end of the game, you find out that, you know, your cousin got infected with the Malcor and dying. And before he was like, okay, let's try to build a peaceful world. Let's try to be peaceful negotiations with everyone, peace treaties. And finds out, and it turns out when he got the Malcor, he was on death's doorstep. And then, because of a ritual, he got a taste of power and he wanted more of it. He grew more hungry for that power, so he would no longer die. But his things he just got more and more warped, more and more crazy. I mean, we saw the ending. Things went to shit after you choose that ending. Like, there is no benevolence. People die. More people die. Malcor spreads like wildfire. All your companions hate you and they live in despair. So I definitely like that. Definitely like the story. I am definitely probably gonna pick this up and play it again. Probably not on stream though. What else can I say about the game? I definitely like the crafting system. It does take a little time to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's a very good crafting system. You actually go out, have to get to certain herbs and then certain materials to craft your health potions. Another thing I would say about this game is that I thought, like, when you leveled up, you get points. You only get 1 point, and it seems like you get the rest of the points every 10 or 20, and that's something that should have been retweaked. So, like, every time you get one level up, you get 1 point to use however you wish. It shouldn't be 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, then you get 3, all 3. That's not how it should be. So I feel like they should probably have retweaked that a little bit more, so that you, as I said, you get all the points per level, not per every 10. Because I didn't get a chance to really use a lot of those skills until like towards the end of the game, and I feel like those skills could have been much more helpful if they would have been given to you a little bit sooner. All the characters are likable, although Petrus, I can't say anything about Petrus, although Petrus, one of the chunks of the game kind of irritated me. He's like, oh, to heal your cousin, I've heard of a great prayer. Person who is devout spiritsman. But I think no matter how you went about it, it would have been the exact same way. Which I'm planning on doing differently. Like, I'm planning on doing, like, maybe the doctor or something, or somebody else versus to that and see what happens. Maybe Constantine dies. I don't know. So I'm definitely looking forward to another opinion. There's a lot of choices you can make in this game, and I love that. What else? Combat system. Combat. To do combat is press square. Then press, I think it's L2 to do your heavy damage move. Press circle for your firearm. Then press X for, or depending on where you assign everything, press X for your spell, or vice versa. Very simple, very easy combat system. You don't really have to worry too much about your companions a whole lot, which is nice. Because they've been down, but I don't ever feel like I have to heal them to win the battle, to keep the battle going. They're helpful, but it's just not like they're the dominating force on that battle. Again, all the quests I do, even side quests, like they feel important. They feel like they connect to the story, so I definitely like that about the game. And just the massive exploration. Even though the exploration does get tedious because of the compass to me, but I do like the fact that it's more so open world. It's not like linked between zones. Like if you look at Witcher, for instance, yes, it's open world, but it's open world zones. If that makes any sense. And this one doesn't really feel like it's open world zones. I mean, yes, you can fast travel later on, but for the most part, you have to walk around and explore the area to learn more about the area, and I like that. What else can I say about this? Oh, you also get, I think I mentioned it, but you do feel the turmoil between some of these nations, or outposts or colonies. Like for instance, you arrive and you try to establish negotiations, and you already feel like some of these people don't want to play ball with you, or there's some much turmoil that you have to do so much work, and I like that. I like it when it's like they're not immediately your friend after one mission. So, I guess point time. What would I score this game? Well, there are a few bugs and a few pathing issues, but they're not like something that's gonna like break the game. That's a tough call. What can I give this game? I would have to give it an 8. An 8 out of 10. I think it'd be possible for a 10 out of 10, but because of the issues and because of that, I had to really mark it down for that compass, because the compass made the gameplay so much harder. I mean, I wish they would have put a mini map in the game versus that, because I actually, once I found out about it, because I totally forgot there was a mini map, but you have to pull up your menu and scroll over to it. I just wish they would put a mini map in the game versus that compass. But still, a really good game. And I've said this before, if you guys like games like Skyrim, there were some where I did feel a little bit like a Fable. So if you guys love that game, but I will say this: it's more serious tone. There's lighthearted moments, a lot of them, but there's not like that British humor that you get in Fable. But more so, I felt like this was like a Skyrim-esque game, except for Colonial. So if you're into those games, you'll definitely feel at home with this game. I would recommend you picking it up. If not, if it goes on sale or if it's on free, then I would definitely say at least check it out, because this game would be a perfect game for those who are just getting into the like if they were like, let's say someone was all in shooters like Call of Duties and stuff like that, and they're like, hey, I want to try RPGs. this would be a game I would recommend to them. It's very easygoing, very relaxing. Combat is not too difficult. Well, then again, I was playing it on the easiest difficulty, which is mainly my go-to when I play games for the first time. But I would say I recommend this for beginners for RPGs, along with Fable. But everyone, that is it for the stream. I hope you guys all enjoyed Greedfall. I know that I didn't start the game at the very top at the beginning of the game. And I think if I didn't stream for 10 hours, I think it was Wednesday, I probably would have a couple more episodes out of this, but and I'll probably edit the title. Actually, I'll just edit the title now while I'm talking. But like I said early in the stream, I will be doing another voting. I will be posting it now as soon as I'm done with the stream. That will come. So once I post it today, you guys will have until Tuesday, June 30th, and on that day, I will begin the game. And then on July 3rd, I am doing a demo for Mortal Shell. Saturday, I'm actually going to put a hold on our normal Saturday special where it's multiplayered. We're going to be doing. Like I said, I've been thinking about this, mulling it over really well, and I think it's just a good game for it. We're going to be playing Wolfenstein New Order on Saturday for 10 hours as a 4th of July special. And then after that, we'll go straight back to the game that you guys voted for. And then that's it. But I want to thank every single one of you guys who came out and watched. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. You guys are number ones. Thank you so much. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Well, everyone, it's that time. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Please don't forget to leave a like, hit that subscribe button for more Wookiee content. Also hit that bell to stay up to date and stay strong, all you Wookiee warriors out there. And I'll see you all on the next adventure. Till next time, good night. Catch you later. Bye.